Quick clap. See you later, suckers.
Such incredible style and features at such great value.
Go.
It's gonna feel like you stole it.
They'll never take us alive. Never.
And it's fun to pretend you did. Suzuki.
Mix FM News.
Thrive Agri Services, helping your animals, farms and people to thrive at thriveagriservices.com.au.
Part of the Ace Radio Network, 88.9 and 93.7 Mix FM.
13 degrees in Melbourne, partly cloudy tomorrow, a top of 14. It's 4 o'clock. Good afternoon. I'm Tony Tardio. The opposition leader has again shut down ongoing questions about the Liberal Party's donors scandal that's claimed the job of his chief of staff. Dennis O'Kane reports.
Matthew Guy's appointed Nick McGowan to the role. He's said to be a good friend of the opposition leader and is a candidate for the November election. Mr Guy today refusing to discuss Mitch Catlin's demise over the donor scandal.
I'm not answering anything. That's last week. I don't intend to answer anything on that. Thank you.
Deputy Premier Jacinta Allen says Mr Guy can't hide.
There still appears to be a lot of unanswered questions.
According to the Herald Sun, senior Liberals have hit out at Mr Guy's decision to appoint Nick McGowan, claiming heads are shaking across the Liberal Party room. In Melbourne, Dennis O'Kane, 9 News.
A man who escaped from the Malmesbury Youth Justice Centre on the weekend is appearing before court, with the hearing deciding whether he'll be remanded in adult custody or returned to youth justice. 19-year-old Matthew Piscopo was arrested at Ballarat this morning without incident after escaping on Saturday night. 22-year-old Seamus Toohey, who also absconded, is still on the run. Police have released an image of the fugitive, who is not believed to be violent and is known to frequent the Ballarat area. The centre has been in lockdown since the two escaped. The Fair Work Commission is weighing up whether to increase the pay packets of more than 200,000 aged care workers. Unions are pushing for a 25% increase, which equates to an extra $5 an hour. Employment Minister Tony Burke says aged care staff deserve better pay.
We don't know where the Fair Work Commission will land. We've made clear wherever they land, we'll make sure that it's funded, that it's possible to do. But, that's a decision that comes from the Fair Work Commission once they've weighed up all the evidence.
The Deputy Premier Jacinta Allen says the Andrews government is working closely with Canberra to clear the backlog of almost 300 public hospital beds in Victoria, occupied by patients who are medically fit to leave. The logjam of national disability patients is costing taxpayers tens of millions of dollars, with paperwork delays and suitable housing to blame. Jacinta Allen says the government's working with the federal NDIS Minister Bill Shorten to clear the backlog. She says it's been caused by years of neglect.
And it is so refreshing to have a government that wants to sit down and nut out these really difficult issues. They are challenges. They require cooperation. They shouldn't have been ignored as they were and swept under the carpet for years and years by the previous federal Liberal government.
Qantas is reportedly asking its senior executives and managers to leave their desks and work as ground handlers up to 5 days per week for 3 months. Neil Hansen from Strategic Aviation Solutions says it won't fix the problem.
If it's that bad, and we all know nobody can get staff, so I don't know where everybody is, but what you do is you cut your cloth to fit. So you would reduce your capacity and the number of services that you provide in order to fit what you can staff.
In finance news, the share market up 10 points, the dollar buying 69.29 US cents.
Judy Deman knows the Hamilton property market. Call Judy at Groves Real Estate.
Nick Kyrgios has continued his hot run of form in the lead-up to the US Open. The Wimbledon finalist won the Washington Open singles and doubles titles. Melbourne defender Jake Lever disagrees with teammate Ed Langdon's commentary ahead of last week's loss to Collingwood. Langdon sledged the Magpies' game style during a radio interview, saying they were a one-trick pony and all duck and no dinner. Lever says if Langdon had his time again, he might choose his words a bit differently.
That's not what we, as a footy club, we pride ourselves on, respecting the competition and respecting our opposition. And so for us, we had a little bit of a laugh because Ed was probably doing something else. He was probably making himself a coffee while he was doing the interview or something like that, getting distracted. He's a respectful person, Ed, so we understand that those comments weren't probably what he meant.
And Australia has claimed gold medals in cricket, netball, beach volleyball, volleyball, diving and athletics on day 10 of the Commonwealth Games in Birmingham. It's 4:05. That's the latest in news and sport.
If you have an unwanted tree that needs removing or trees that are encroaching on fence lines, Barco can sort it out. They're your local accredited professional team and one-stop shop for tree lopping and traffic management.
The next time you try a McCafe coffee, you'll be enjoying the delicious taste of Australia's most popular barista-made coffee. Just one of many reasons to try McCafe.
If you haven't been into beds lately, maybe you should check out the range and quality of their stock. They don't have any trouble competing on price, and their staff really go that extra mile to help. It's no wonder they're going from strength to strength. Beds of Portland, Mix FM's Business of the Month.
Mix FM, your official emergency broadcaster.
So if you're hitting the open road on your next outdoor adventure,
Mix FM weather.
Southern Grampians Livestock and Real Estate welcomes Edith Fox to the Portland sales team.
Your 4-day forecast for the Western District. Partly cloudy for the rest of the afternoon. We'll see some light winds as well. Tomorrow, the chance of some fog early on in the morning, but overall it should be a partly cloudy day with light winds and a top of 15 degrees. Wednesday, another cloudy one with a late shower or two in the afternoon and evening with a top of 12 degrees. And then on Thursday, we'll see another cloudy day with showers right throughout the day and a top of 14 degrees.
Harvey Norman Hamilton, your TV specialist.
Currently, it's 13.